Welcome to Ask the Professional. I'm Kelvin Douglas, and I'm interviewing Mrs. Becky Fly. Mrs. Fly, when did you first get interested in theater?
I was in my first play when I was in high school as a sophomore, and I was studying the piano and was going to make that my career. And then I was in a play, and that was all. That was all she wrote. It was theater after that.
Okay,
Many years ago.
that's really nice. Question number 2. What is your inspiration when you're doing a play?
My inspiration is the words, the lines. Good lines inspire you to do a better job. So I love good writing, and I love good lines that you can try several ways, and that inspires me.
That's really nice. Question number 3. What was the best play or movie you did?
Well, I've always loved Arsenic and Old Lace and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. And as far as movies go, gosh, that's hard to answer. I, of course, enjoyed The Help. I enjoyed The Texas Killing Fields with Sam Worthington and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, because we improvised our scene and they kept it in, which was kind of fun to improvise a scene, and they kept it. And then, of course, The Help. Meeting those two ladies was wonderful. It was just every film or play you do, you tend to love it for different reasons. But I guess, I don't know, a former student did a movie this past summer, and I got to be drowned in the lake. That was kind of fun.
Which two ladies were you talking about when?
The black maids in The Help, they were so sweet. Viola and Octavia, they were so sweet. They really were.
And what play would you like to do?
Me, myself,
Mm-hmm.
that I would like to be in?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Well, gosh, I would like to be in Doubt. Doubt. There are 3 people in it, 4 people. And the older nun, I would like to play her in Doubt. It started on Broadway, and a girl from Memphis won the Best Supporting Actor Tony for it. And the other lady who was in it was from Paris, Tennessee, and she won the Best Actress Tony for it. So it started out on Broadway. But I would like to play the nun in that. That would be a great role.
Question number 4. What memory about the theater do you cherish the most?
Oh, gosh. It's so hard to just come up with one. Most of the memories are from relationships that you have. Any theater experience is every much a team as basketball. You know, you're a team and you work together for the good of the play, and you always take away from each experience wonderful new friends, or you strengthen old friendships. And I think interaction with other people is what I take away from it.
That's really nice. So, question number 5. What do you think about having the Tony Awards for high schools and having school plays compete against each other?
I think that would be great. I do think that it would be hard. It's hard to do because you have high schools that have different levels of technology. For instance, at Madison, that's not really a theater, it's an auditorium. You don't have wing space. It seats 1,200 people. It would be hard to compare when you don't have technology that's comparable, you know. But any recognition you can give to high school theater, I think, is worth it.
That's really good. So, number 6. What was the most difficult time you had to go through during theater?
In theater?
Yes. Or in the movies?
I guess The Drowning was pretty difficult. And in theater, um, casting is the hardest thing I have to go through because when you audition for something, it's very personal. You're putting yourself out there and say, choose me, choose me.
And then you don't get choose.
And then you have to decide, you have to choose. And sometimes it's because of height, somebody's too tall to play with this other person, and that other person's the only person who can play that part. Many things factor into casting, and casting is always a nightmare.
There's a very chance you won't even get picked.
That's true.
Yeah. Question number 7. What was your favorite movie you were in? Why?
One of my favorites was the first movie I was ever in 1996. And it was the first one, and it was called American Southern. And this guy who used to live here went to Yale, and they made it into a screenplay. And they came here and shot it. And it was great fun. American Southern.
I never heard of that movie.
Well, I'm not surprised.
How long have you been interested in what you do?
Well, in movies, like I said, 1996 was when I was in the first movie, and I'd always considered myself to be a theater person, but some of the grips were from Memphis, and they said, well, you ought to go get an agent, and I said, yeah, right. But I did, and it was great. It was great fun. It was great fun.
So, question number 9. What's it like to be behind the scenes of an actual movie? Because, you're meeting these famous people.
Right.
Everything.
It's wonderful. And I've been so lucky to meet several really famous people. And they're always so nice, generally. I was in the makeup and hair trailer next to Woody Harrelson one time by mistake. But he just came and sat down and said, morning. And I said, morning. Trying not to hyperventilate, but it's great. There are people just like you and me, and it's a very expensive thing to do. Many people stand around and watch you, so you have to kind of block everything out and concentrate, because when all that energy is focused on you, you better be ready, And the excitement and the stress of performing in a movie is really intense because the stakes are so high, especially in a feature film.
Even more intense than theater.
Theater is like a train going down the track. You start and you keep going. And in film, you do little bitty pieces at a time. You may do the end first. And it's hard because you don't have that general follow through and build up that you have in theater. And so film is a lot harder in that respect because you have to come through and do scenes without building up to it.
I always thought films would be a lot easier because then you only be doing that part once.
Right. And there's a lot of wisdom in that. But it's, I think it's harder. I think it's harder.
Question number 10. What would you say to the youth trying to get interested in theater?
Well, the first thing is you can't be upset at being told no because you get told no so many times. And chances are you won't know why you didn't get a part. And if you leave an audition and you think, oh, I wish I'd done it this way, or I wish I'd done it this way, you have to just walk away from it and just do the best you can and then just walk away. That's very hard. But you're going to have to get used to hearing no. That's the hard part.
Question number 11. How many movies have you been in?
Oh, I don't know.
Multiple.
Multiple. 20 maybe. I haven't kept a count.
Not everybody do. And final question, number 12. Name some of your most recent movies.
Well, last summer was Demon Lake. My former student, Gabby Louie, did that, and that was where I got drowned. That was fun. Texas Killing Fields was last year. It was the one with the improv scene. And what else? I guess those are and the help. The help was 2 summers ago. Anyway, I guess those were the most recent.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.